So this is how I got really good at sales to be able to start printing cash. At one point, I was terrible. Okay, there I was. I applied for a job, went in an interview, and in an interview, you pretty much just lie about everything, right? I'm joking. Maybe I'm not. But you pretty much just lie. And obviously I didn't lie, okay? Before, like, I don't know, some employer sees this. Oh my God, you was a liar. You're fired. Explain, the whole story and background, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up getting a job anyways. And it was a sales job. It was my first sales job. And straight away, I noticed how different of an environment sales jobs are. I'm about to tell you how you can become really good at sales, but it's very simple. It was way more simpler than it looked. 2020 hindsight, as they say. Looking back now. But this simple thing allowed me to tweak and start printing. And there's two ways to get rich, okay? Either you make your own business, you create your own business, or you just jump in sales. It's way harder, but once you perfect it and you become good at sales, then the star's the limit. I've always said shoot for the moon, because even if you still miss, you still land amongst the stars. But in sales, if you don't miss, then you're landing in galaxies, because you're going to be printing money. So I got hired, and I noticed how different the sales environment was. The amount of stress to start putting on you. Numbers are numbers. Even when you somewhat sell, how they're still down your throat. And I started analyzing what are the best sellers doing. And I started realizing, wait, a lot of sales is actually luck. But then, is it luck? I mean, all right, this person, their appearance, they seem well presented, they're dressed well, but the most important thing is their mouthpiece, as they say. They're very good with communication. Maybe I need to get good at communication. Maybe you've heard that before, right? But I'm going to tell you a weird way of practicing. And you're probably going to think, that's weird, man. I'm not going to do that. But it works. So every single day I start waking up. I'll start stretching my mouth. And doing all it was so weird to do on camera, but stretching your mouth, so all this stuff. And then I'll step up to a mirror. It'll just be me in the mirror. And I'll start analyzing different angles. Start becoming very familiar with how I look from different angles. I'm telling you, this is going to sound weird. It might even sound vain. But look, if you're broke and you work a sales job and you're trying to maximize cash, I don't care what I need to do, but I'm doing it. If it gets me results, it gets me results. I started analyzing the angles. Which angle do I look best in? By the way, models do this, okay? Models know which angle they look best in. Like, they know if it's a photo shoot, I need to stand 45-degree angle. I need to stand like this. If I stand too head on, my head looks too big. My hook you start to see I don't have a hook, but I'm just giving an example. You start to see the hook. Models know this. You kind of give that kind of squint. You guys know this, like that kind of sexy look where you're like, you see models do that a lot, like the light skin pose, All of these things that you see, it's done intentionally because it works. So I started being familiar with the angles when I'm approaching someone, which you want to put your best foot forward, as they say. Needless to say, dress well, blah, blah, blah. These are all the basics. If you can't dress well, then I don't know what you're doing. You're never going to be good at sales anyways, because, looks don't matter, I don't care. No, looks do matter, okay? The way you present yourself matters. You can't just wear a police uniform and walk down the street. You're not even a police officer. And somebody stops you. Oh my God, help, help. Someone's being shot down there. And, well, you're a police officer, go help. No, I'm not. I'm just dressed this way. Just because I'm dressed this way doesn't mean I'm a police officer. So, for you ladies out there, or men, if you're dressed like a SLUT and you get approached or dealt with in a particular way by a guy, don't say, oh, just because I'm dressed, just because half my cheeks are out, doesn't mean I'm a whore. Well, don't dress like that. You get what I mean? People judge the way you appear. So, needless to say, make sure you dress, you're well groomed, beard, blah, 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 trimmed, and blah, blah. After all of that, the main thing that then done it for me is I became a weirdo when I was by myself. Why? You have to talk to yourself. Yeah, the cat's out the bag. Jump in front of a mirror and start talking out loud. But you don't just talk out loud. I can't believe I'm giving out the source, man. I feel like it's unfair because now there's more competition out there. But I don't know how I figured this out. So I started playing. I'll put like a video in the background of someone who's really good at talking. Someone that you think is really great with communication. Okay? I don't care who it is. It could be Les Brown. It could be PBD, Patrick Bet-David, Grant Cardone. It could be even Andrew Tate. For me, put them in the background. It's playing. But this is where the powerful thing is. Start repeating what they're saying word for word, verbatim. So say, for example, they're communicating and they're saying, it could be any random sentence. The best thing you could ever do for yourself is read a book by the name of Richest Man in Babylon. Because once you read this book, you then understand different perspectives and it's going to increase your perspicacity so that you can become a warrior and a human being that's driven by nothing but desire to succeed. You see how I done that freestyle? So by mimicking and copying the way, the inflections, the way they're moving up with the words, the ups, the downs, whether you like it or not, I promise you, bro, this works. This works. Whether you like it or not, your subconscious is going to start to pick it up. I promise you. Mark my words. I'll play in the background and I'll be repeating verbatim, word for word. You become so good at it that you're doing it almost like as soon as you listen to it, you're repeating it, so you're not too much of a delay, like you're not behind, so you're literally spewing it out. You can become so good that you stop predicting where they're gonna go. So if they're talking about, like, I don't know, and once I start using the calculator, then I typed in 1 + 1 and I equal that 1 + 1 = 2. You're gonna finish it because you can see where it's going. The whole point of this exercise is it allowed me to start speaking and then be in my brain at the same time. So almost putting your mouth on automatic so you can think of the next sentence of what you're going to say. Then it downloads into your mouth and then it comes out. Whilst it's coming out, you're thinking of the next thing. It's coming out. Thinking of the next thing. It's coming out. Perfect example. This video, for example, freestyle. There's no script in front of me, no nothing. Freestyle. Why? Because I've been practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. So I'll keep everything in my head. The way it works in my head is I've got bullet points. I'm about to tell you a really final one, so don't miss out. I'm about to tell you what just the icing on a cake that just smashes this, okay? But I've got the bullet points in my head of what I need to talk about, what I need to cover in a video, or what I want to relay. And it helps if you can speak from experience, because then you can't forget it, all right? And you just start going. But you need to become a great communicator to be good at sales. It's, we already know this. But I'm telling you now how to do it. Some people are good at it, but they can't tell you how they done something. You better fear the individual that can tell you how they arrived at a goal, because that's a dangerous man. It means they can replicate that. But often with gifted people or gifted individuals, they can't replicate it because they don't know how they obtain the gift. I was just born with it. Well, not everyone's born with it. Some of us, you need to learn. And the best way to learn, I'm telling you right now, is to practice out loud. Out loud. Don't be afraid. Out loud. Out loud. It will sound weird at first, but the more and more you keep on doing it, the more and more fluent you're going to be, and the more you're going to start to think whilst you talk at the same time. So you're consistently just spewing things out. It could be garbage at first, but trust me, you're going to start to string together coherent sentences that are going to make sense. You see? So you just start spewing, pum, 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 quick fire, boom, 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 boom. That's way more impressive because this means in interviews, you're going to be able to nail it. Oh, when were the blah, blah. Repeat the question. When was this company founded or something? Okay, so when was this company founded? I do that very often. You repeat it, but you repeat it in a charismatic kind of way. This is going to help you even talking with females. Unless you're gay, okay, you plan on being married to a woman one day. If you cannot communicate, you're finished. Because girls love to talk. But they love to talk about themselves. So if you don't acknowledge and realize that I need to be able to set triggers in play or put triggers in place to allow her to talk about herself and make her reason why I'm saying is because people love themselves. Okay, let's just be real. People love themselves. They love to hear themselves. The first thing, in fact, that a human being heard was their own voice. It started being burned and printed in their head. They love themselves so much. That's why very often you find out, if you're observant, you'll find out when somebody ends up liking you is usually because you got them to speak a lot about themselves. Whether they acknowledge or realize or not, they just spoke about themselves a bunch. And then, I really like that guy. Well, why do you like him? Because he made you talk about you. He made you feel like he cares about your feelings. But in order for you to feel like he cares about your feelings, you need to be able to get things out to feel that somebody cares. You get it? So if you cannot talk, it's finished. But now this is the icing on the cake. Remember, I told you the icing on the cake is coming. The icing on the cake, where I took it to the next level, I'm getting closer. I feel like I have to whisper it because there's people outside, they might hear the secrets, man. The icing on the cake is I started to view myself in a third person. Weirdo. This guy's a weirdo. Oh my God. He's not like a normal YouTuber. Yeah, I'm not. That's why there's not a bunch of fancy, flashy edits flying about everywhere, okay? We can do that over here, but I'm just being genuine and real with you. I'm talking to you literally right now. So, start viewing yourself in third person. What do I mean? This is a weird one. You know, like the game GTA or any video game you've ever played, you know how you could view yourself walking? Like you can come out your body and you can view yourself walking. Hey, you over there, what are you doing? Oh, you're jumping, you steal a car. You know how you can view yourself in third person? You need to be able to do that in your mind's mind or in your mind's eye. You should be able to do that because this will allow you to monitor yourself as you speak. So if you stutter, if you make a mistake, you can quickly shift and correct that whilst thinking of what you're saying next. So for example, like there, I just started, for example, like of what you're saying next. It wasn't quite like that, but you get the gist. But don't forget, I'm doing this entire video freestyle. Off of the dome, freestyle. There's no bullet point. Even if there were bullet points in front of me, I couldn't move this quick because this is unedited. It hasn't cut. It's been rolling. So even if there was anything, I couldn't read a script this smooth and make it this natural. I couldn't move at this pace, the pace I've been moving at. Do you understand? So these, I don't know what I was like, these, not him. If you know, you know, okay? Let me know in the comment section. But these techniques, these skills, I promise you, you've probably not come across them on a YouTube video because they're unique, okay? I developed them. Ronnie MP certified right now. And I gave away some of my secrets. Okay, I view myself in third person when I'm talking. This way it allows me to monitor my mistakes, where I fumbled or where I couldn't enunciate my words properly or whatever it is. It allows me to monitor it in third person, but in real time, whilst also thinking about what I'm saying next. So this way I become quick fire. It's like as I'm staring at you in the eyes right now, I'm still thinking about what's saying next. I'm able to summarize. I'm able to go back on what I said and link it and make it make sense. Because that now is the bonus of taking it to the next level. You now need to be able to link back to what you said at the beginning of several sentences and link them and make them coherent. Then you've won. because it's called a callback, callback in comedy. Stand-up comedians do that a lot. That's all my days. I don't even want to give out all of the secrets, but I'm forced to, man. You can't say I don't care about you. The final bonus. I've given too many bonuses in this video, but it's genuinely because I care, because your success is my success. And I guess if you want more, then, you know, I've got services that I provide. You could check them out in the link in the description, financially and physically, okay? Your boy's soul underneath. Don't let the baggy jumper trick you. The other thing is, guys, become obsessed with watching stand-up comedies or comedians. I can't believe I'm giving the secret away, man. Obsessed. My go-to was used to be, well, it still is, Dave Chappelle. I used to watch a bunch of Dave Chappelle's. Nate Jackson. Thank me later. Oh my days, man. I can't believe I'm giving away the source. Nate Jackson. Crowd work joint. YouTube that, okay? If you got up until this point of the video, comment Nate Jackson and then with a smiley face, okay? So this will let me know that you watched the video up until this point, because obviously you get the gist. Nate Jackson, crowd work joint. Start watching that. This man is a wordsmith. The way he's able to interact with people live in real time, make them laugh, and still link and do callbacks in real time. And a callback is just when you join something up. So say, for example, I say something that was really funny. I keep that in my head, mental note, and then I bring it back, like, I don't know, 500 words later. I bring it back because I know it works. It makes you laugh. I bring it back. Callback. Makes sense, right? So as I'm talking to you, I'm consistently analyzing what makes you tick, what makes you laugh. If I notice you laughed at something, then I can use that. Or whenever we meet again and I'm like, oh yeah, remember, this is what makes you a magnet. Should I give another source? All right, screw it. I'm just going to give another source. Read a book, How to Win Friends, How to Influence People and Win Friends. Dale Carnegie or Andrew Carnegie, one of them, the Carnegie brothers, one of them. Okay? How to Win Friends and Influence People. Whoo! I have read that book like maybe 11 to 12 times. I am telling you right now, these books will change your life. Richest Man in Babylon, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I gave away all my sources, man. You guys should be paying me for this. I can't believe this is a free YouTube video. These are some of the things I charge on a coaching call. So if you're struggling, if you're a man, you're struggling and you genuinely need some help, financially or physically, I'm here. But you don't have to feel free. It's not by force. I don't work with everybody anyways. So if you're someone who's stubborn, you don't want to improve, you think you know it all, by all means, carry on. If you're comfortable getting the results you've been getting, go for it. But if you feel like, okay, maybe I need something, I need a change. Yeah, I'm not cheap, but I get results. So it's up to you. Okay, so links should be in the comment section. If you can't find them in the comment section, comment it. Comment that Ronnie and P, please help me, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be able to send you the links and show you where to go, my coaching, blah, 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 and all of this stuff. All right, guys. Okay, so smash the like button, subscribe, share. I hope this was very impactful for you, helpful. And I, my friend, will catch you on the next video. God bless you so much. Bye.